Alright, I just finished episode 4 of the live action One Piece, and I gotta say, they are spending way too much time on Kobe and whatever the heck that blonde guy's name is, I can never remember how to pronounce, and Garp, honestly. That alone is really kind of cutting into what they can allow into the story for it to flow and not run over. And I just feel like we missed out on so much stuff that I feel like was important to the story. Again, no hate on Kobe. I think that it's great they're giving him more screen time, but not if it's only 8 episodes. Between the extended Marine storyline and the numerous flashbacks going back and forth every episode, we're missing out on some storylines that could still be in there. There was a way they could have been able to implement the flashbacks the way they did and the extended Marine storyline. And they could have put it together a lot more smoothly without having it feeling rushed. Even if you had extended the show by like even just 2 instead of 16, it would have, I feel like, made a huge difference. Because so far, I just don't feel like the crew is getting enough attention, and that's just my opinion. That being said, for the most part, I really did like young Zoro's flashback. I thought it was adapted pretty well. I don't think young Zoro looks like his older self, but The Black Cat crew was represented okay in the live action, but it was still not great. Like, I thought Crow was intimidating, but I still felt like his look was still a little off. Plus, they didn't even use his whole crew. They completely left out that hypnosis guy. So, I don't know, I guess that was for story purposes. I didn't mention this in my recap for the previous episode, but they gender bent Sham. But, like, I'm not even mad because it's like, whatever, it's a minor character. But they could have at least got Sham's hair color a little bit more correctly. I don't know, like, the look is fine, but the hair color's off. This outfit was pretty close to the anime version, but honestly, it looked really ridiculous. And some things just don't translate well to live action. But, I mean, I always knew some things weren't going to look great on the screen when I found out this was being adapted. Again, as I said in the previous video, Usopp was very well represented. I really like the dynamic that's already starting to show between him and Luffy. Really, really good. Like I said, there's some stuff was extended, other stuff was taken out. There were definitely a lot of changes in these 2 episodes. I didn't fully mind them. Like this kiss scene, I thought it was really sweet. That being said, I better not see a lot of romance added in here, especially among crew or with crew and a bunch of other people. It's one thing to make changes to the story to help the flow or make it a little bit its own thing, but when you start changing romance stuff, I feel like it's really overstepping the author's wishes. And so far, Oda has said that he is not really planning on doing some mutual romance for the crew at the moment. Speaking of changes that they made to this series that I've noticed so far, I still think it's weird that they made this guy hot. I don't know. Also, they killed off Mary. Now who's going to keep Kaya company, huh? On the plus side, we have now had our second reference to Zoro's lack of direction. So his character's really starting to come together within the canon. I don't know. I'm just going to start doing like a Zoro lost counter. Number 2. On the plus side, I really do like how this episode ended with them realizing who Garp is in relation to Luffy. I think that was a good change of pace. Plus, visually, I really like the look of the split screen, showing all 3 of them like that, almost like it's manga panels. They've done that a few times throughout these last 4 episodes, and I'm really in love with that style. All things considered, I think I give this one the lowest grade of the 4 episodes so far, 6 out of 10.